Chat. Today we're gonna be reacting to is Fortnite Dead game by Reese Hub, and bro, we're just gonna get straight into it. This by Reese Hub. I literally just said that. It's by Reese Hub, a Fortnite creator. He does like kind of like Fortnite video essays, and we're just gonna get straight into it. And tell. All right. Okay, I'm just yapping. Let's go.
For 6 years, people have called Fortnite a dead game.
The game is dead.
Fortnite is dead.
Is Fortnite dying?
I hate this game right now.
A lot of people are just losing interest in Fortnite.
You know what I think, bro? I don't think like if you were good at Fortnite when it was about to die, sorry, when it so-called died, bro, I don't think that you would have quit. Fortnite actually wasn't, to me, I think the game has had its lows, but it was never like a dead game, bro. The servers are still full. There's like still a lot of players, bro. Like, I don't know. Fortnite was never dead to me, bro. Like,
Yet November
I played it
2023 was the
ever since I
biggest month
started.
in Fortnite.
Ever since I started till like now, I've never quit the game. Like, yeah, I took long breaks. Like when I got Elden Ring, I like played the game for like a while, and then after I went back to Fortnite like a few months later. That's why I didn't really max out that
History
battle
amassing
pass.
over
I think that was in like chapter 4, season
100 million unique
1. November, the return of Fortnite IG.
players. To figure out how this happened, we need to first understand what it is that made Fortnite such a success to start with. When Fortnite Battle Royale released in 2017, it was a super fun, casual game that merged the trendy Battle Royale genre with Save the World's incredibly unique building mechanics. Building was initially designed to provide protection against Save the World's hordes, walls to slow them down, ramps to elevate yourself up, floors to give yourself a place to walk on, and cones to... I don't really know what cones did in Save the World, to be honest. The editing mechanic allowed you to change the shape of your builds, which initially was used much more for cosmetic effect rather than to give you an actual gameplay advantage. These mechanics translated over to Fortnite Battle Royale incredibly well. In other Battle Royale games, it can be frustrating if a zone pulls far away from you and you're forced into the open as you're left vulnerable. If this happens in Fortnite, you can still build to protect yourself, allowing you to make safer rotations, and you're not forced to head towards that one building in the safe circle. But the building mechanic was so extraordinary when used in fights against other players. It was clear from the start how many insane outplays were possible, which made Fortnite so much more unique than any other shooter game. Almost every player remembers their first victory royale. People were just posting on every social media.
My first victory royale, bro, I didn't even get a kill, bro. Like it was my first solo win. I was just camping in a plane. This was in season 7. I was wearing links, bro. I remember every single detail. And the last guy died to his own, bro. That was my first ever win. It was a 0 kill win. It was so tough, bro.
Platform they could.
I was so happy.
There was just something so addictive in grinding for that first win, playing out dozens of matches finally just to pick up a victory royale. The fact that the game was free combined
That's why I like the concept for 100 players, bro. Only one of them wins, bro.
with the incredibly
100
unique
people
building
sitting on the
mechanics and the
couch, only one
addictive
of them
victory royale
wins.
format,
Shit
propelled
crazy.
Fortnite to become a cultural phenomenon with millions
nowadays,
of daily
like 70
players.
because of
The beauty of early Chapter 1 was basically that everyone
Ali
sucked.
sucks.
Even the people you remember as being such fast builders would get absolutely floored by your average pub player from today. Epic
I
Games
know.
had accidentally created one of the highest skill gaps in all of gaming, which as players would start to improve, would slowly start to become a massive problem. In the Fortnite Season 3 update, the building mechanics were changed.
Bro, it is not hard to get better at Fortnite, bro. It is not hard to get better at Fortnite.
Forever.
Like, just
Turbo
the-
building
Am I? Oh shoot. The fuck?
1
Where
was
was I? Yo, chat, where was I at? Was skill game?
each build piece. This rapidly
Hold up. Alright, my fault. I'm checking if I was recording.
accelerated how fast players could build, but also caused a major issue that Epic Games would spend the rest of the chapter trying to resolve: boxing up.
Dude.
Up until this point, most fights had been build fights, where players would aggressively try to crank higher than the other player to give themselves the best angles to hit massive damage shots onto the other player. The introduction of turbo building changed this entirely. Defensively boxing up quickly became a close to uncounterable strategy. Players could just sit inside a
Now
bar
I think about it, bro. The game would be so much different without turbo building. Now I think about it, bro. They should have
and
never
hold
added
their
that.
wall,
What
and
the
there was
fuck?
little the other player on the other side
Probably
could do.
wouldn't have
The
died so
average
fast.
player was about a year away from figuring out how to replace a wall, so many players became increasingly frustrated with Fortnite's fighting mechanics. This skill gap would widen even faster in the next season with the addition of the Playground playlist. Here, players could drop into their own private island and practice building and editing. Your average casual player wasn't grinding build fights in the Playground mode, but the ones who were improved
Well, don't
rapidly.
be casual,
Epic Games is a
bro.
smart
TL
company,
can play the
despite
game.
what you may think. Seeing a large large percentage of their player base unhappy wasn't good for business. So over the
Yeah.
next few seasons, they'd make many changes to try and fix this issue. Along with the wide variety of explosives added to destroy players boxed up, explosives were changed to deal 25% damage through builds.
And then every single time they do this, bro, the player base whines, and then after they have to remove it, bro.
Due to backlash from the community, this was
What did I
reverted
say,
the
bro?
next day because it
Every
made fighting
time.
incredibly frustrating. The
Every
boombox
time.
was added in Season 7, which created sound waves that destroyed any structure in a futile radius for 18 seconds. The heavy sniper was added, which with one bullet would instantly destroy any build piece, and many more
Had to nerf
polarizing
it
items
recently.
were added to the game. Epic Games even tried adjusting
before,
the
like,
trouble build
during
time
OG
from a build
season.
placing every 0.05 seconds to 0.15 seconds, creating a constant delay before each build was placed. This
That
would
was
allow
good,
players
bro.
spraying a boxed opponent to get one or
I'm
two
not hating,
kills
I'm still
through the
tough
wall
on
each
Fortnite.
time
I
it is
still win
broken,
ranked
weakening the
games,
strength
bruh.
of
I still
defensive
make it
play.
to
If you want to try how this feels,
I'm
just
just
switch
talking
region
from
to
other
one where you get
people's
100 ping more than you currently do. The game felt horrible, and unsurprisingly, this change was reverted within a few hours. Chapter 1 was just a constant repeating cycle. A broken item gets added, the skilled players complain, the item gets nerfed or removed.
Why won't you just listen to casual players, bro, instead of like doing this part right here? Skill players, like who could like, bro, stop caring about skill players, worry about the casuals.
And then the casual player base
Way more
complains.
casual
It was
players
kind of
than
a
skilled.
lose-lose situation that really continually built up to its peak. The mechs. Defensively, boxing up didn't matter. In fact, building didn't matter for the majority of Season X. Finally,
give a fuck.
both casual
Mechs
and
were tough,
competitive
bro.
players
That's
were in
how I would
agreement.
get in my
These were
win
just
back
too
in the day
broken, and the
when I
game was
sucked.
not fun to play.
Getting mech the mech's tarping in! He's tarping in!
Yo, that was
The
good, bro.
mech is on high ground! Oh, shit!
What the heck is that? Well, I'll edit that out. I just wanted to
This was the first time where Fortnite was really classified as a dead game.
Yep.
People just felt worn down by the consistent
See, it said
frustration. It was really
unpopular
classified
opinion.
as a dead
Unpopular
game.
opinion.
People just felt worn down by the
Great.
consistent, frustrating metas. At the end of the chapter, the Black Hole event pushed this narrative even further. With the game being offline for 3 days, schoolyard rumors spread that the game would never return, with Elon Musk.
Bro, I remember, bro. Look. What is this tweet? I have the same kids. Okay. Anyways, I remember, bro, I was sitting there in my living room after just watching the event. Look, the black hole was on my TV, and my aunt was in the room. She thought I broke the TV because like there was like that big circle, and like it was kind of light. And bro, I went to school the next day. My friends were saying that the game is never coming back. That this was the end of Fortnite, bro. Like I remember, I was just going crazy, bro. Like, I was about to cry because I spent hella money on that game, and I obviously really liked that at that time too. But like, bro, this is just cap. Bro. I don't know what the hell this is.
Buying Fortnite and deleting it. To be able to guess, most people referring to Fortnite as a dead game at this time were just memeing, but they were about to get much more serious. With the release of Fortnite Chapter 2,
Nah, this part, look, these parts I can understand, but the part where it's a dead game and it wasn't, I'll say it when we see it. Bro.
the game felt fresh
There's
and
no
new,
way, bro.
which invigorated many players' interest in the game.
That's
However,
tough.
with lockdowns happening early into the chapter, players had more time to practice than ever. Like the introduction of the playground mode early in Chapter 1, this led to the average player's skill to increase rapidly, furthering the already
They added
large skill
creative.
gap in the game. Many casuals and even long-standing professional players quit at this time from a
Shit on,
combination
bro.
of not enjoying the game and falling behind the skill level. Chapter 2
What the
was
fuck,
8
chat? That
seasons
nigga shit on
long,
that
lasting
guy.
around 2 years. It was a good chapter, but it just felt repetitive. A lot of players felt burnt out and moved on to other games. Competitive
Yeah,
players also
Valorant
felt
did.
less motivated to play. Their prize pool had slowly been declining
Dude,
over the last few
like
years.
Reese Hub, bro. You're not gonna talk about Chapter 2 Season 2 and Chapter 2 Season 4, like some of the best seasons ever. Like hell, even Chapter 2 Season 3.
2019 had a $30 million
You're not gonna
World
talk
Cup,
about that?
but 2020 and 2021 had no major LAN events. This
Yeah.
combination led to a lot of players just losing interest in
That's not
competing.
even
The combination
your
of
fault,
the
bro.
massive skill gap between casual and competitive
It was lockdown, bro. What are you talking about? Like, what do you want
players,
them
the
to do?
long repetitive chapter, and the
Okay,
declining
that guy.
state of competitive Fortnite led a huge number of players to quit
Great.
the game. The term dead game was now heavily associated with Fortnite's image. The stigma of being labeled a dead game has kept players away from playing Fortnite for years, but Epic Games actually had the perfect solution: Fortnite OG. The Fortnite OG took us back to
Okay. Yo, chat, he just skipped, like, what I was gonna say. Well, I think Fortnite, bro, like, it never truly died like that. It definitely had its up and downs, but when it comes to like, bro, like if you played the game during like chapter 4, season 4, like that was like right before Fortnite OG, that was a fun season, bro. Like that was a really fun season for everybody that was playing at the time. All my friends loved it. I loved it, bro. Like it was tough. Chapter 3, season 1, Spider-Man mythic. You can't tell me on TikTok y'all didn't see those fucking like videos of guys getting onto cars. It was just a fun time. Fortnite wasn't dead, bro. Like, and also a month before season OG, they also hit their all-time peak too. So,
The original Chapter 1 map, a time before Fortnite had the
oh wait,
reputation
back
of
to
being
thingy.
dead.
My
Many
fault.
players who thought Fortnite was boring and unenjoyable returned to the game and loved it. The
Fortnite season OG was tough though. I don't care. That shit was so far.
average player count went from 1.5 million players to over 3 million. Each weekend peaked to over 5 million concurrent players, with the end of season event having
It was
11.6 million players online all at the same time. November 2023
Chapter 5 beat the record though.
had over 100 million players, a lifetime record for Fortnite.
That's
With
tough.
Fortnite moving to Chapter 5 on a brand new map with entirely different
This
mechanics,
season
the average
is
player
so-
count for the most part has stayed the same. The players who returned to the game for Fortnite OG have continued to play. The nostalgia brought a huge amount of them back to the game, but the gameplay is what's keeping them playing. This may be
Oh,
shocking to
whatever.
hear, but Fortnite has actually been a really great game all of this time. The three main elements that gave
Oh, my fault. My fault, Reese. Huh? I guess you're right, bro. I guess me and you on the same page, bro. My
Fortnite, its
fault.
dead reputation are, for the most part,
My
long
fault.
gone. The
Shit.
massive skill gap in the game has, for the most part, kind of just figured itself out. As time has gone on, the average player is significantly more skilled and knowledgeable about building and editing. Defensively boxing up is still
I
a
got
very
that shit
strong
on.
strategy, but now the
Fuck.
average player knows how to
Shit
replace
on me,
walls
dick.
and take safer peaks. This can still be
Platinum
very
players are
intimidating
so
for new
bad,
players, but now there are bots in public matches, a zero build mode where players of any level can jump in and play, an entire host of creative maps that players can play and practice the building mechanics, and a ranked mode where most of the best players are. The casual players can, for the most part, sit back and enjoy playing Fortnite without having to worry about the sweats that much. On the flip side, the competitive community has also slowly been developing over the years. There's still a lot of issues in Fortnite tournaments, don't get me wrong, but participation is higher than ever.
But if you're a pro, bro, just go to content creation. We have evidence of this, like Clicks and Agent Jeff, bro. Biggest example of
I
that.
actually think the ranked mode released
Huh?
earlier in the
This
year
guy's
has
running
been a big
350
contributor
against
to this. Despite it not being the most competitive mode,
60.
many low to
Polarized,
mid-level
though.
players are excited by the idea of ranking up and grinding it. One look at the r/Fortnite competitive subreddit will tell you that. Over the last year, the massive surge in players in the ranked playlists have been a gateway for these players
Yeah.
to get into competitive Fortnite. Even though the tournament prizing is currently at an all-time low, tournament participation has continued to rise over the last few years, with solo cash cups
Replay
now
so
repeatedly having over 100,000 players. But most importantly for the competitive players, there's consistency in tournaments. On the surface, the reduction of tournament prize pool from 2019 was a sign that Epic Games weren't interested in competitive Fortnite. But the reality was that giving away $100 million a year in tournament prizing is a pretty horrible business strategy. It seems like Epic Games have
It's
slowly
stupid,
lowered the
bro.
prize pools
Nobody
over the
doing
years to find a
That's
yearly
a
total
tough
that is
move. I'm gonna
sustainable,
copy
yet
that.
still gives away enough money to get new and existing players
That was a
interested
smart
in
play.
competing.
Like,
Competitive
do that.
Fortnite is no longer a get-rich-quick scheme, but now it's a much more stable competitive community which keeps players
Yeah.
coming back season after season, and I don't see a reason why this won't continue for years and years to come. The pipeline of making the game fun for new players and then transitioning a
And
percentage
it's not like if you're a good pro that you're not making money off of it. It's just like if you're unknown, bro. Like if you want to be a pro at Fortnite, like get known, bro. Then get sponsored. Just all
them
these
into
on Booga screen, bro. You could get a lot of money from Fortnite competitive still if you're good at the game and if you like show yourself.
competitive players
And if you
ultimately
try
leads to a
hard,
community that will
you could
play
go.
Fortnite
Like
for
Xfinity
years
and
at a time. Look
Dignitas
at any game
jerseys.
that's been successful for over 10 years, and a central theme of nearly all of them is a strong competitive scene. Players who play for
Sure.
longer spend more money, and the players who play for the longest amount of
Pure
time are
evidence of that
usually
right here.
competitive players. And finally, staleness. The first two chapters were over 2 years long each, but since then, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 have only lasted 1 year, which has kept things much more fresh. Epic Games seem heavily
They're
committed
fun,
to
bro.
expanding Fortnite into much more than
Chapter
just a
3,
battle
Season
royale,
4 was
however.
ass,
The newly
though.
released LEGO Fortnite is a
Looks so
completely different game mode that on release has over 1 million concurrent players, and this was just a Thursday morning. They're adding a racing mode, a Guitar Hero knockoff mode, and I'm sure many other different games in the future. The The implementation of UEFN means the number and range of new experience to play are rapidly expanding. Players are no longer stuck to just playing 1v1 or Zone Wars maps. They can play Skibbity Toilet Free-for-All or a good map. With new tools continually being implemented into UEFN, the quality of these maps
Told you, bro. Just look at all this gameplay, bro. Fortnite's actually such a tough game, bro.
apps are ever increasing. It seems
If
like
somebody
Epic Games
hates on
are
it, bro, I
truly
defend
committed
it.
into turning Fortnite into the
Like,
multiverse,
actually
and I think 11-2K says it best.
There's certain men in our community who don't do anything and they'll complain and say Fortnite's dead.
Fortnite's not dead. You're dead, head ass nigga.
Dead. You
You're
are dead.
on God.
You are.
That was like a tough video, bro. Like Loki, shout out to Resub. Thank you guys for watching, and you know, we just gonna keep on posting more videos. I had some problems with my PC, I fixed it, and we can start posting more videos now. And yo, guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you later. Peace.